What's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back. We are here with more reaction content. That's right. This time it's a Mr. Beast video. We're gonna get straight into this though. But hey, before we get started, you know the vibe, shoddy. Hit the like button, subscribe button, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads. Join us live over on Twitch. I stream every single day at Aliciaxlife. You're currently watching Aliciaxdeath. Aliciaxlife is the Twitch channel. Anyways, let's get into it.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video.
Nice.
You just witnessed a small village in Kenya get access to unlimited clean drinking water in less than a second. One down, 99 more wells in Africa to go.
That's amazing. That's amazing. This motherfucker yells, but he's amazing. Holy smokes.
You're gonna love this video. Combined, these 100 wells are gonna give around 500,000 people fresh water to drink. And after building some more wells on this side of Kenya, we flew south to the school system of Nairiri. And let's just say, they were really happy to see us. How's it going? It's not expecting this.
Oh!
Thank you for the welcome.
Jimmy! And like, okay, so I want to just address this really quickly because I know there's some little shitheads out there. So when it comes to Mr. Beast's philanthropic, I can't say philanthropic. God damn it! I was pretty close there. Anyways, fuck it. Yeah, I'm trying to say it, but I can't get the word out. Anyways, when it comes to that, he's awesome, okay? I think some people treat it shittily, like, oh, he does it for the views. Oh, it's like about the money. Dude, the videos get money and he uses the money to help people. Like, let's not be shitty. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's friggin' awesome.
I appreciate it, everybody. This village threw a welcome ceremony upon our arrival, and Nolan got really into it. Nolan's the most awkward person I've ever met, and that's a lot coming from me.
Yeah, but he's still getting down.
School.
Good for him. Good for Nolan.
Yes.
How's it going? Oh, you having a good day? It's nice meeting you. One of the teachers showed me where the students currently get their water, which
Oh my
is
God, I
from
love her
this
dress.
river. That's extremely unsafe to drink. This is where your students used to get water from?
Yes.
This is crazy.
Yeah. You know, students complaining of diarrhea, infections like typhoid, because this is the water we've been using.
Oh my God.
We try to treat, but you see, look at it, you know, but at the end of the day, life has to move on. You have to get some water anyway.
This situation is obviously extremely sad.
Jesus.
These children's lives are being limited and sometimes cut short from being forced to drink unsafe water. But at least for this village, we're gonna put an end to it right now.
Let's go.
John's gonna fit.
This is making my heart so happy.
If we can find some water. It's beautiful. After the water comes out of the ground, it's fed into enormous barrels like this one. And once they're built into the water towers, all of the neighboring villages will not only have clean drinking water, but a pressurized
Oh my
water source
God.
as well, which in short means no more doing laundry and unsafe water.
Oh, that's... Dude, I'm about to cry. I can't. This is making me so happy.
Oh God. Dude, I'll push you off of this.
Like, okay, so... Oh no. So for those of you guys who don't know, like, so my mom's from India and we travel to India once in a while to go see family and stuff. But then my dad finds it very important for us to also visit, to visit orphanages and to visit other places as well. Because we actually, my whole family, we donate towards this one orphanage that we really care about. And my dad ended up purchasing half of it way back. Even during a time where we financially couldn't really afford it. But it's like once you meet those kids and you meet those people, it's like you do everything you possibly can, no matter what expense it costs to yourself. And like I'm telling you, our family had debt. Like we were not good financially. But like meeting those people and it wasn't even just like, it wasn't like a cringe savior complex. It was being like, these kids were the same age as me when I met them. And I was like looking at our differences in lives, and I was like, they like laughed with me, we played together. I ate with them on the floor as we all like ate off of banana leaves because we were all having a great time. And then I saw like certain aspects of their living conditions, and I was like, I want to do everything I possibly can to help make this better for them. And as I grew up, I started working when I was my first job was when I was 9, but that was as a sign language interpreter at a university for just like a psychology course, but that was only for like a month. But when I first started actually working, I was 13. And no, sorry, 14. I was 14. My parents had to sign off on it, and I worked as a dishwasher. And what I would do is I would take a quarter of my paycheck and I would put it straight towards them. And yeah, I know sign. And it's just, dude. And it's I don't really talk about this stuff because like I just do it because I want to. I don't really think about, but it's like it's weird because I'm not used to being an influencer yet, right? This is fairly new to me. So I'm not used to talking about it at all because it's just what our family does. And it's like even when we kind of like go through shit, ASL, even though we go through shit, like we still always want to help others because we were taught that mentality throughout our entire lives. And I guess that's also kind of one of the reasons why when it came to like even like my cancer treatment, right? Where people were like, Alicia, let's set up a GoFundMe. And I was like, no, I don't want to set up a GoFundMe because there's people out there who are genuinely like who need more help than me. And if we're gonna support people, like if you want to support me because you want to support me, shit, shoddy, I love money. But at the same time, it's like that's not necessary, right? Like if I need more money, I'll just upload more videos. I'll work harder. I'll do what I can. But I don't want to ever be in that situation where like because I know and interact with people who genuinely need it more than me. And I know that's like weird to say, but it's hard when you're experiencing that and to have that mentality of like, oh, just because I'm suffering doesn't mean that other people aren't. And yeah, anyways, so that's kind of my mentality towards things. And maybe it made me like honestly, I wasn't really empathetic as a kid, but that experience where like I just got to meet so many people and such diverse lifestyles throughout my life that it made me how empathetic I am today. And a lot of that's thanks to my parents making sure that I didn't just see like the upper class like my family members. I saw everybody. Even like one of my uncles literally lives well actually he's technically my great uncle. My great uncle lives in sort of like this hut with like goats. And I love him to death. He passed away actually, so I mean I love him. And just the sweetest old man ever. And like the best part is like how my family is raised. There's a lot of like he expected us to come in and because we're Canadian that we'd be like a little bit more uppity. But like, dude, I don't give a fuck if I get mud on my pants and sit on the floor with you. I'll sit on the floor with you. Like we are all human, and it shouldn't matter like what the living condition is because we're just the same. It doesn't matter. So it was amazing. And yeah, I got a lot of stories. I got funny ass stories about my time just traveling because I used to travel a lot. Even just within like the past few years, I used to travel a lot too. So, but yeah, I think that's something that don't ever look down and sympathize. Look down, like if you want to like look at something, don't look down. Look equal and empathize. That's the difference, right? Because the moment you sympathize for something, it's you're feeling sorry for it versus empathizing where you're like, I want better for you because we're both human. And having that perspective can help you so much when it comes to even the people who feel like they're really disconnected from others, who feel like they dissociate often, especially when it comes to emotional connection. I grew up being that way for sure. And those experiences helped me a lot with that.
All right, here we go. Under control. We built 20 more wells in Kenya, and after we were done, Bro has another well in. Don't worry, I have more water in my other shoe. And just so you know how we built these first 29 wells, we used this giant drill to dig hundreds of feet into the ground, past the polluted sources and into an enormous aquifer of pure drinkable
Oh, that's
water.
amazing.
After that, we spent time installing pipes so that people all around Africa can access water from spigots like this one in Nairiri. Let's see how it tastes. Like water. It took me about a minute.
That's so true because like if we really think about it, I know like I don't like get super political on my channel, but it's the reality is the government fails everyone, right? No matter where you are. And it's up to the people who literally are in the 1% have the ability to help so many people. And it's horrible when you see the mentality of people hoarding money instead of just trying to help others. And it's like Mr. Beast does make fuck tons of money. But do you know how amazing that is? He's someone who actually gives a shit. Who like actually and yeah, he might get fame and more money off of it, but he still helps others. And that's what really matters. The game. I'll say DayZ. I'm not gonna be cringe to say like DayZ. But I normally say Z. I think I say Z for like certain things.
Install a well for this village, and these 12 other villages. And while we were finishing these wells, we were also able to update one of their schools with brand new computers. How are they liking it?
Oh, let's go!
Glad to see it turned out well. And we also updated the classrooms with new furniture, installed shelves and filled them with new books, donated a soccer ball for every student, and even put modern whiteboards and projectors in all the classrooms.
Oh, it's amazing!
We were using a chalk and then a lot of dust, but today everything is clean. We truly appreciate it.
No problem.
That's amazing!
Then when we flew out to the side of the 45th well, we realized this community had it even harder. Every time they need to get water, they need to take a treacherous mile-long hike through the jungle. And that mile-long hike also happens to be on a giant mountain.
I wake up very early, about 4 o'clock, so that I can fetch water for the school.
We are not safe fetching water here. That place is very slippery. Chances of getting an injury is very high.
So while we worked on their well, the community took me to see how they currently source their water. You guys would have to make this trip how many times a day?
2 times.
2 times a day. Oh, wow.
Oh my god. And that's the beautiful part is when you actually go through and you experience like their own lives rather than like that's what I'm telling you guys is like sympathize versus like empathize, right? Is looking down on them, fixing the problem and not actually experiencing what they experience. Like experience what other humans experience. Like we are all just human. And it's amazing that he's like, okay, let me go through exactly what you experience. Let me walk through what you do in your day. How many times do you do this a day? Like, let me like understand what you deal with.
So a typical student would carry something like this?
Yes.
Oh God. If 200 students did this every day, how hard could it be?
It could be very hard.
Oh boy. Dang, this is very steep. We're just walking down this mountain forever.
Every day.
It was actually surprising how difficult this hike was. And these people go through all of that just to get to this spigot. That's water is still unsafe to drink. This is where you guys get your water from normally?
Yes.
And filled with water, these jugs can weigh up to 40 pounds, which is insane for these children to be carrying up this mountain.
The ladies can carry 2 of those.
Oh, I totally can as well then. And as soon as these jugs were filled, it was time to head all the way back up.
Hurry up, let's go.
He's not even sweating or anything. I got it.
Oh, he went to go help him. That's so cute. He's not even sweating or anything. The kid just instantly goes, all right, I'll take yours too, buddy. It's okay.
And now, instead of spending hours a day for unsafe water, their new well is only 10 feet away from the school. So, they can just fill it up here now.
This is amazing.
And so we were on our way to the next village where we built our 46th well, but we ran into a little problem. We found out that this village is divided in half by this huge, dangerous river. It may not look like much now, but when the rainy season comes, the water comes up this high and literally swallows this bridge.
Oh, yeah. Like, rain seasons are so fucked, dude. Oh, yep. Yeah.
This bridge is such a big deal is the village is over there, the hospital and schools are over there, so they're crossing this bridge multiple times a day. Despite how dangerous this bridge is, it's their only option.
This river, when it is swollen, it can sweep away people, students, or even animals.
In the recent past, we have lost about 3 people trying to cross this river.
This
Oh
loss
my
of life is
God.
insane and absolutely unacceptable. The moment we heard about this, we knew we had to help. So while we started work on a new bridge that would let them reach their well, we then traveled
they
over
did a new bridge.
2,000 miles from Kenya to the country of Zimbabwe. We've been in Africa for over a week, and we still have a lot more wells to do.
You kind of smell.
I know, it's weird. I showered this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's like, kind of weird. I showered this morning. And Tariq, without missing a beat, goes, wow. Because it's that bad, because his arms around him. Jesus, how bad does he stink? God damn.
Put my arms down. Can I count on you two to finish these wells with me?
Yes.
First on the agenda was to check out a local hospital that was in dire need of clean water. Upon entering, we learned how big of an impact this clinic had on the village. How many kids do you guys give birth to a year here?
In a month, about 50.
Do 600 births a year? Wow. But unfortunately, the pregnant mothers at this clinic have to walk over a mile just to get water, and then
Oh
carry
my
these heavy
God.
buckets all the way back. However, the good news is we paid for the construction of a new modern well for them.
Yes! Let the
All that
hospital
needed
get
to be
clean
done
water!
now was to turn it on. All right, Nolan, are you ready?
I'm ready. Over.
Let me get a dramatic zoom in. Nolan, I pressed the button. Is it working?
It's flowing.
That's,
Do we want to go check it out?
Yes.
Let's do it.
that's amazing!
I love how people are immediately just getting water right now. This is easily the coolest thing ever.
Nolan here is a professional dancer. He will join.
Oh god, Nolan dancing.
What is he doing?
Get it, Nolan! Get it,
Oh my
Nolan!
gosh.
Yeah! Get it, Nolan!
Make you watch this
Oh
thing.
shit!
Besides ensuring access
Pop
to
that
clean
pussy,
water,
what?
a lot of the students at this village lack transportation, so we decided to give all of them new bicycles.
Oh my god!
I know
Yes!
kids, but we bought a lot of bikes. Full disclosure, I don't know how to ride a bike.
Jimmy only knows how to give away bikes.
Never learned how to ride one. Let's break in all the new bicycles.
Oh god, are you gonna fall over?
2,
Hey, does that have-
go?
Does that have training wheels for
Everyone's
him?
watching me. Be careful, I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't want to hit anyone.
He's just using his
Wanna
legs!
ride it?
He's
All right,
just,
go for it, little man. Okay.
he's just using his legs.
And after giving away the bikes, we continue building wells.
Someone get
until
him
we reach-
tricycles instead!
This solar-powered
With the
well
training
is
wheels.
specially designed to aid the farmers in this village by providing more than enough water for all of their crops and
Oh
livestock,
my
even
God,
during the dry
yes.
season without any electricity.
Each panel is 200 watts. Then there is
It's so great that like the relief work that he's doing here isn't just like that bullshit supplementary I went here and like gave a bunch of bullshit, right? It's more than that. He's like, what will help the quality of life? What is sustainable? What will help them like create a more nurtured life where we don't like where they can just have their needs met? And that's what he's providing. One thing I fucking hate is when people go on like when they go on like these sort of journeys and all they do is just give shit and it doesn't actually help us like an actual sustainable problem. And honestly, like one thing that you can do, which is really awesome, is going there and like building homes, because what happens is that a lot of the materials and stuff like that is paid for through the company that you're with. But at the same time, it's like it's a little frustrating because like a lot of the money that goes towards certain things like ends up paying off people more, and it's a weird sort of messed up way when it comes to a lot of charity work. And the charities that I've worked with in the past, there's been one charity who I don't fuck with anymore, right? Because it's frustrating because I didn't realize where a lot of the money was going to. And the way that it was being fed was that some people were doing so much paperwork and so much work and logistics behind the scene, they felt like they deserved a higher pay cut. And I'm like, what the fuck is the point of us raising money if that's your mentality, right? What is the point here? And it really bothered me. And now with the charities I work with, so the one that I tend to work with now is called Covenant House. It is a charity that works with troubled youth. And I've went to like the place where the actual like headquarters is. I've actually interacted with the people who are affected by it. A lot of them are are like unhomed. I care a lot about the homeless population within Canada and just in general. So for me, like especially when it comes to at-risk youth who become homeless, that just makes me so horrified and wanting to be protective of them. It's like I have a very like motherly personality, if you can't tell. So they're the one I tend to work with. They're the ones who I usually do charity streams with and stuff like that too. The only reason why I didn't do it this past year was because I got diagnosed with cancer, and I've just been really focused on myself for now. But they are a really great charity, and they are amazing people, and even doing activities with them has been great. And the people who work there, a lot of them are just volunteers. They just volunteer their time because they just give a shit, right? They just care about the youth. They just care about those factors. And yeah, and that's the thing is like for me, now when I take on charity events or now when I help out stuff, researching charities is always really difficult to do because knowing their infrastructure is really difficult to get behind. But when you find ones where like you can really connect, it just feels so good.
Attached to a pump. That pump can pump 5,000 liters every hour. Basically, it's unlimited amount of water for this entire village.
That's incredible.
And after we left Zimbabwe, we wanted to continue to give water to communities all across Africa. So we built more wells in Uganda, Somalia, and Cameroon.
Oh, just really quick, if you want to learn about more about Covenant House TO, it's a Toronto-based charity. If you want to know more about them, very, very amazing people. The volunteers there are amazing. They're just super caring, and yeah, they help a lot of at-risk youth and also people who are young adults too. So it's nice to see.
Of what we did in Cameroon, there's a whole video about that coming soon on the Philanthropy channel. Spending time in these villages really made me reflect on the importance of building wells, how it brings water to farms to feed the hungry, how it provides clean conditions for hospitals, and most importantly, how it helps the children of this next generation live long, healthy lives and build the future for all of these communities.
We await a new dawn of clean drinking water. Water is life.
And with some help from the locals, we finally finished a new bridge that this community can use for the next 100 years.
Lives has been saved.
Oh my God.
Families will come together.
The new bridge!
The 100 wells we built in this video will change a lot of lives, but not enough. Which is why before you go, I want to urge you all to go to beastphilanthropy.org/wells or click the link in the description and donate money if possible. We're literally not profiting a dime off this video. 100% of the money we raise is going to go towards building more wells like you saw in this video all around the globe. I know it's weird that a YouTuber has to do all this stuff, but someone's got to do it, and if no one else is, we're going to do it.
Exactly. Oh, that's
it
amazing.
really does change the lives of the communities where we build them. And finally, well 100.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's amazing. I'm sure he has it linked in his description as well. Is it this one? This is the link to the campaign. For those of you guys over in chat, I'll also link it in the description of this video. I'll link the actual video in the description and this website. Please go support both. I appreciate you all. And oh wow, no one's. Am I going to be one of the first people to donate? Yay! We donated $100. Yay! $100. I don't want to zoom in. I'm too scared of doxing my address. $100. Yay! There we go. All right. OMG, your real name's Alicia? Yeah. Can't you use your P.O. box? No. Sometimes they don't allow P.O. boxes for certain stuff like donations. They just need an address. It's weird. P.O. boxes are weird in general because technically it's not associated with your name. Yeah. My P.O. box is associated with Aliciaxlife, not my actual government name. Anyways, I'm still recording. Thanks for watching the video. We'll catch you later, guys. Thanks for all the love and support always. And yeah, if you want to contribute and help support, go for it. And you know what? Don't feel guilty if you don't want to. That's not what charity is about. It's doing it if you want to and doing it if you're able to, but never feel like you're pressured to. That's super important to understand. Don't ever feel like you're a bad person. Don't ever feel guilty for not doing it. All that matters is that you do what you want. It's your money and your time, and don't ever feel obligated. But if you want to, links are in the description. Bye, everybody.